Hari Om. A small analysis on the concept of Radha, so who always be by the side of Krishna. In the temples or in the books, we see the pictures of Radha Krishna only, mostly. So now let us analyze who is this Radha and what is Radha. So here we know that Radha used to be in Gokulam, and she was elder than Krishna, but she had pure devotion towards Krishna. She never hesitated even a second if she had to go to hell, but only she wanted to see that Krishna was always happy. So that was her intention. So as a very small story says, that once when Narad Maharshi asked Krishna who was the best of the devotees, that means not devotees, that who showed pure devotion, then Krishna said that he also did not know, so he wanted to test. So he pretended as if he had a severe headache, and all his other wives like Rukmini, Satyabhama, and Jambavati, and so on, they asked what was the remedy for that, for which Narada said that the mud from underneath their feet would rid the headache of Lord Krishna. Then each one of them they stepped back because they thought how they could smear that mud from under their feet to the Lord's forehead, and they thought they also said that they would go to hell. That's what they said. So he pretended to be very depressed and distressed also, and he all the time he was groaning, just a pretension only, that his head was paining and he felt as if his head would break. So this news reached Radha's ears. Immediately she came running, and then when asked what was the remedy, the same thing was told, that the mud under their feet must be smeared on the forehead of the Lord. So here at once she went out, she stamped the mud with her feet, barefoot, and then she came inside and she smeared the mud on the forehead of Lord Krishna. Then his wife said, you are smearing like that, but you will go to hell, because it's a sin to smear the mud from under the feet onto the forehead of Lord Krishna. Then immediately she said, I am in the least bothered. I want to see that he gets rid of the headache. I don't mind wherever I go. I'm prepared to die for him. I'm prepared to go to hell for him. I don't mind it. So that was the pure devotion. Then the Lord immediately got up and said that my headache is gone, and your devotion made my headache rid. So that's what he said. So that was the pure devotion of Radha. So we may take as anything, that she may be a devotee or she may be a lover or whatever it is. It is immaterial for us. But what she did is she devoted and dedicated herself to Lord Krishna, and with the concept that she only wanted to live for him, and she doesn't want any other thing. She doesn't want any other wealth or happiness. Only if she stays near him, she would be very happy. So that's what she said. But here coming to the next point. So in one way we can say that Radha was she actually we can't say that she is a lover also, but she is a great devotee of the Lord, and she was a great adorer of him, and that's why there's a saying that they never married, but they always stayed together. That means they loved each other so much, and Krishna also he took utmost care of Radha, and he took him as his personal friend, his soulmate, and whatever he felt, he always used to tell her. That was the relationship between both of them. But in movies they just show that some other way they show Radha Krishna, but it's not like that, because Krishna was very small, and by that time itself Radha was big, elder to him. So here, this is only about Radha. So finally, what we can say is that Radha was a great devotee of Krishna. She was a great adorer of Krishna, and she never hesitated even to go to hell or face any problems. But only she wanted to see that Krishna be happy always, ever. So that's all. Coming to the other side, Krishna is Paramatma, Lord, and Radha is Atma. So we all know that the Lord exists in everyone, in all forms, Charachara Jagat. In Charachara Jagat, the Lord exists. Okay, and Radha also is not an exception. So just as one sun is seen in so many, the same sun is seen in oceans, in rivers, in canals, in streams, in lakes, in pots, in buckets, in vessels. So the same sun is seen. There are no different suns. So let us take that all the other things, the Charachara Jagat is the Atma, or Atmas from the Paramatma, that have evolved from the Paramatma. So in other words, we can say that all these are of his only. So he has been manifested in so many beings, in so many forms. So that's it. And coming to Radha, he is Paramatma and Radha is Atma. So just like all of us. So that means let us say that we all are Atmas only of the Paramatma, and Radha also is an Atma. But she was aware. What was that is, she was aware, but we are not aware. So awareness. So she was aware that she was the Atma of the Paramatma. And so she wanted to she wanted to merge in the Paramatma only. So she always wanted to stay as Atma in the Lord. So she always wanted to be there. She always wanted to think of his happiness. So that means if we happen to think that we all are Atmas, then we can say that we all are Radhas only. Radha is not one. The Lord is one. Ekam Sat. The Lord is one. Paramatma is one. But Atmas are many, numerous, or innumerous, let us call innumerous. So all these innumerous Atmas are of the Paramatma only. If we are aware of this, then we will understand the concept of Radha. So here we cannot visualize Radha as a woman. We cannot visualize Radha as a woman. Radha is a Atma only. In who the Paramatma dwells. So when we are aware of this concept, that we are Atmas and Lord Krishna is the Paramatma, and we dwell in him or he dwells in us, awareness, that's what again, awareness. If we are aware that he dwells in us, with the constant feeling that he is always in us, when we think like that, then he also will have the same feeling that we dwell in him. Because this heart is very deep and very high. So any numerous atmas can be fit into that. So in the Paramatma, all the innumerous atmas can fit. But then another question rises: Why why he doesn't take all of us into him? We don't take him into us. So that's what he's saying. I am with you. I am in you, or I am in you, always. But are you aware that I am in you? If so, then you will be in me. Simple logic. Simple logic. So he is saying that he is always in us, in every one of us, and he is asking us if we are aware that he is in us, consciousness. If we are, if in the conscious mind, we, if we can feel that he is in us, then automatically we will be in him. So Radha was that type of Atma that all the time she used to feel that he was in him, in her only. So the Paramatma was in Atma. Then Atma will be in Paramatma. So the waves are from the ocean. When the ocean is Paramatma, then the innumerous waves that come to the shore, again they merge in the ocean only. But like the waves that merge in the ocean, they we must be aware of the fact that he is ever in us. When we feel like that, then our I feeling will go, I sense will go. So I will go, and in that place we say he, because of he we are able to do anything. It is his grace that we are able to do anything. Then we don't have that this I feeling of egoism. Then we become so subtle. When we become subtle, all the time in our mind we feel that he is in us, he is in us, and only because of he is in us we are able to think, we are able to do, we are able to talk like that. When this awareness will come to us, then automatically we will be in him. Because he is saying that I am always in you, but you are not aware that I am in you. And your egoism covers the reality. And so you will be under illusion that you only do everything. So one who, the doer, the does, and the did, all three are he only, as he said in the Bhagavad Gita. So then how can Radha be an exception? Radha also is an Atma only. That has come from him. And she is aware. With that awareness, she always felt that he was in him, and she always felt that he was all the time behind her, in her, surrounding her. With that intention, when she always thought like that, so he kept her in him. So Paramatma, Atma. So Radha is nothing but Atma, and he is Paramatma. Lord Krishna is the Paramatma. So if we can feel just as Radha feels, just as Radha felt that he was in her with the awareness, total awareness, and total surrender. When there is total awareness, then total surrender also will be there. That is subtlety, submission. So to whom we are submitting? Actually, we are submitting our egoism. So actually, that is why what they say is our that means we, when we come into the world only, we come with vasanas. So why we offer these fragrance flowers is that we pray to God to remove us all the vasanas from us. So the I sense or whatever it is, that arrogance, ignorance, the egoism, all these. So that means while offering the flowers itself, we have to pray to him like that, to remove all these vasanas from us, taking the fragrance flowers from us. Then we will know what is the relationship between him and we. And we will know another thing also, that the permanent relationship is with him only. So this we can feel. So this is what a relationship with the God. So let the whole world be apart. But if he is with us, then we win. So this is what we need to understand. So Radha, once again to say, Radha is Atma only. So we also can become Radhas. So when we can feel that we are Radha, and when we are aware that he is in us, then we feel that we also will be in him all the time. When we keep him all the time, when we are conscious of the thought that he is all the time in us, then he also will feel like that only. So this is in brief, the concept of Radha actually. So just as it is shown in movies that Radha Krishna, they are lovers and they show in a different way, but it's not that. It is a relationship between the Atma and Paramatma. The Atma and Paramatma. So Atma is not a male Atma or female Atma, or a living being or a animal Atma or some other thing. So Atma is common for everyone, for any living thing, anything. So Charachara Jagat. So then we can, if we come to this understanding, then we feel that we are Radhas only. Every one of us can become Radhas. Every one of us when we become Radhas, then every one of us will feel the Krishna in us. Krishna, Krishna. Now, always happiness. So always we be happy. Always we be peaceful. We can enjoy the blissful state in us. Hari Om.